I have no idea what else to do now. I got him to put back on and this one to put back on, and not a clue where any of them go. I really should have took a bunch of pictures and stuff before I just started putting shit back together. Excuse me. Should have took pictures before I started putting stuff, tearing stuff apart, but I got excited and yeah. Actually, what I should have done, I should have bought a complete carburetor. But since I didn't, you get to come along with me in an adventure and figure out what the hell all this stuff does. Have that side on. Now we're going to spin it all around. Start working on this side. I'd already pulled out these jets. They're both 63s, but if you look real close here, I don't know if you can see that, that one is completely blocked. Try to clean it out a little bit. Stick a pick through it and clean it. And drop it on the floor. Make sure it gets it all nasty again. Keep going. Okay, I got those jets kind of clean. Blow some brake clean, throw them real quick. Actually, this is diesel. Now, we'll reinstall these back into the metering. This is a metering block. The other side was a metering plate. I have my jets all cleaned up and reinstalled back into the metering block. Now I'm gonna see if I can install the metering block on the carburetor. All right, now I'm gonna reinstall the power valve on this. I already took the spring out, and I need to install this little check valve, I guess it's called. Got to slid in the space. Just grab the little tab and just kind of yank on it till you hear it kind of click like it just did. Then that part's in. Now, so for the power valve, it goes a little rubber check valve, spring, this other rubber thing. Forgot what it's called already. Then this little guy, and then 4 bolts in all 4 corners. So for this metering block, I'm not going to add the idle air screws into it because I have the wrong ones. I can't reuse the old ones, or I can reuse the old ones. It's just a little plastic. The seal is messed up, and I only have one, so I got to order new parts for that. So that's fun. All right, now we're gonna install gaskets. Before I install the metering block, I'm gonna replace the power valve. Actually, I think here's the old one. Here's the new one. The old one looks much, much different. So I wonder if it'll work. I wonder if this new one will work. Screw it. This is the old one, this is the new one. I wonder if it'll work. I'm gonna install it and say it will. If it doesn't work, I'll figure that out later. I'm missing the vent baffle. May or may not need it. This is probably not the right one. May or may not need it. I'm just gonna send it. I apologize. If you were trying to use this to rebuild your carburetor, you were in the wrong spot. Got everything seated and started all the bolts. Put new gaskets on the bolts. I'm just seating them down. This side bowl on. And I got that little thingy in there, which was a pain in the butt. That guy. Pain in the butt. Now, I have no idea what else to do now. Pretty sure I figured out what I did looking at the pictures. I installed this backwards. This base plate, I think, is supposed to be rotated 360, or supposed to be rotated 180 degrees. All right, well, I think I have everything put together, kind of. I'm missing the idle screws because I didn't have the correct parts. So I'm missing that. And this came out but didn't go back in. This came out but didn't go back in. And this came out but didn't go back in. The rest went back in. Still have a buttload of pieces left over, but I'm almost, well, I know I bought the wrong part, the wrong rebuild kit. So yeah, comment below what I screwed up and what needs to be fixed, because I actually don't know. Did a bunch of research, found out where this goes. This is a brass transfer slot, at least that's what the last guy called it, and it goes right behind all that crap. So once I took all that stuff off, I messed up this gasket, which doesn't really matter because with the transfer tube or whatever it's called in there, this is the wrong gasket. So the little needle thing I had went under this screw. That was a pain in the butt. Took forever to get out and back in under that thing. It's for the pumper thing, whatever it's called. I don't know. That goes right there. Unfortunately, I ripped the gasket getting it off, so I had to get a new gasket. But apparently they don't run these anymore. Carburetors are a little different these days. They don't run them anymore. And to find the gasket with the bigger hole in it is next to impossible. So I'm just gonna drill it out and hope it works. I drilled it out, hopefully this will work. No idea if it's gonna work, but hopefully it does. Got the carb all back together. At least I think it is. There's a crazy amount of adjusting I need to do to get it all running again. Probably still missing some linkage and some other stuff, but it's going to be a process to figure this all out. I've worked with a lot of carburetors on dirt bikes and four-wheelers, but never a 4-barrel carburetor. As far as vehicles, I've always had fuel injection. Now that the carb is quote-unquote rebuilt, I'm going to start working on this, get her ready to put the carb on it. I've been purchasing parts, doing quite a bit of research, trying to figure out how to get this thing done, how to get this thing built. I'm excited. Hope you are too.